It's a pleasure to welcome you to the last edition of Inca for the month of August. The month of August has been an incredible and amazing month here in Afia TV. It has been filled with beautiful memories and also exploration of our dear city 042. Also hosting and bringing amazing creatives right here on your screen. I know I look forward to this month coming to an end, but I still had fun. I still enjoyed it and hope that September is going to be as sweet and as cool as the month of August. Now, talking about the month of August is ending in a grand style for all of us here in Afia TV. Why did I say so? I said so because today, being the 30th day in the month of August, marks the birthday of the managing director as well as the chief executive officer of Afia TV and radio in the person of Mr. Emeka Mba, the Omihupu himself. Yeah, so it's all about celebration here in Afia TV today. We are celebrating a great man whom God has blessed the Southeast Nigeria and the whole worldwide with. And we pray that as you celebrate today, sir, you are going to live long to witness better things here on earth. Once again, happy, beautiful birthday to Omihuku himself. We celebrate it so much, sir. My name is Rochelle. And once again, welcome to the show. We're going to go on a short break right now. When we come back, you know what happens next. Yeah, the show will start fully. So make sure you stay tuned. All right, welcome back. You are still watching Inca here on Afia TV. And yes, of course, it's the very last edition for the month of August. And see, we are wrapping it up in a very special way because tonight we've got very special individuals joining us right here on the show. Once again, my name is Rochelle. Now, let me go straight up to introducing who my guests are on the show tonight. So I've got one physical guest. And I've got one who is virtually joining us all the way from Kenya. Yes, we've got a Kenyan right here on the show today. But before we bring him on board, let's meet the gentleman who's with me right here in the studio. You know, since this week, we've had to meet so many fashion designers, shoemakers, hairstylists, and tonight, we've got ourselves another fashion designer all the way from Awka City in Anambra State. So joining me is the Chief Executive Officer of Bosco Clothing. His name is John Bosco Chisum Ifeka. If you know what that name means, then you're going to honor him once you just see his face. Like you just bow down and say, oh, indeed, Ifeka. Hello, good evening.
Hi, good evening.
How are you doing?
I'm very well.
So do you mind if I call you Bosco?
That's what I'm known for.
That's what you're known for, right? Yeah. I don't want to call it food, John Bosco, because then people that bear that name John Bosco, this way like we used to.
People actually feel it's too long, so most people prefer to call me Bosco.
They just want to call you Bosco.
Yeah.
Okay, so have you been in Enugu or you came into Enugu because of this show?
I came into Enugu because of this show.
Wow, that's a whole lot. So how is Oka?
Mocha has been friendly for a while now. We thank God, yeah.
Okay. So when it's not friendly, what's happening?
I can't remember the last time Mocha wasn't friendly.
Okay,
Mocha
so it has
nice
always
city.
been friendly.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, okay, you look amazing, by the way.
Thank you.
I mean, you're a fashion designer, so why would you look good?
Of course, yeah.
But I just love what you did with the outfits, and I don't know what that is called. The
flap.
Shiny thing, yeah, the flap. Okay, it's called flap. Yeah, I just love how everything just went in. Like, it's not busy, do you get?
Exactly.
It's just very cool and unique in its own way.
The thing about design is a lot of things can actually motivate you.
To do something.
The color is already carton, so I felt like adding anything other than something that would complement it would be wrong. So in between the fabric, you can actually see a blend of cotton in it too.
Yeah.
So just getting a lot of combinations, I felt this would do the math. So
and it
just at the pocket too. Yeah.
It actually did. Okay.
Thank you.
Once again, welcome to Inca.
The pleasure is mine.
We're still going to have a lot of conversation about you, your brand, and also your personal lifestyle.
Okay.
Yeah, but before then, we've got someone joining us from Kenya. So let's meet him.
All right.
Hi, Jeremiah. Oh, okay.
Hello, hello.
Yeah,
How are you?
hello. Good evening. Hello, can you hear us?
Good evening.
Hello.
Good evening.
Okay. So, Mr. Jeremiah Ambani is a filmmaker and he's joining us all the way from Kenya. Good evening, Jeremiah.
Hear me? Hello.
Hello, can you hear me? Okay, while we wait for Jeremiah to reconnect, are you still there? All right, while we wait for him to reconnect with us, let's get talking with Bosco Clothing, who is physically with me right here in the studio. Like I said before, Jeremiah is joining us all the way from Kenya, and he is a filmmaker. So it's gonna be a great one. Just relax wherever you are right now. So, Bosco, I'm going to start, by first of all asking what fashion means to you.
Well, fashion to me, it's a lifestyle.
Okay.
Yeah, I would always tell people before I start understanding about things happening around me, I tend to see my mom and my dad doing the fashion thing. My mom used to be extreme stress, and in as much as she has dropped now, but then she was always on her machines while my dad do the wearing. You get, so I grew up in the family where my parents are all doing the fashion thing, and it wasn't meant to be my calling though until when I found myself in school.
Okay.
So I would always say hunger has been my number
A
one
big
my number one
motivator.
motivation. Yeah. So when hunger
Wow.
came when hunger came in the picture, I felt like, okay, what can I actually do? Well,
Okay.
so it was a bit easy for me to blend in because it's been always there.
There's always been
Yeah,
there.
it's always been there. Yeah.
Okay, so what was it that you would have done if not because of hunger that pushed you into fashion industry?
Well, I studied business education.
Okay.
I was looking at, considering my dad's business is into importation, and also that was the area I was actually trying to switch in, but I felt that was going to take me a while. So fashion was in as much as it wasn't that easy for me because I was doing entirely something different from what they were doing. So far I still thank God for it.
Okay. So let's talk about your brand. You have a brand out there, Bosco Clothing
Yeah.
in Oka. Is it just in Oka or you have a branch somewhere else in Nigeria?
Yeah, I have in Oka and
Okay.
and in Aba.
Oh, Oka and Aba.
Yeah.
Wow, that's super interesting. So, let's walk down the memory lane.
mean,
How did you start that brand?
Just like I said earlier, I don't think if hunger didn't come into the picture, I don't think if hunger didn't come into the picture that I would be doing fashion today. So back in the days in my year one, year two, it wasn't really that easy for us then, and there were a lot of issues at home. So, but lucky enough, I always have one or two good ways to rock to
Okay.
school and all. Then something happens one Sunday. I think consecutively 3 Sundays, a friend of mine gifted me some outfit from Abba. So I came to church with the outfit. And the compliment I got the first day was really encouraging. The second Sunday,
Okay.
then the third Sunday, it kept coming. And I knew I was very hungry at that period in time. But people felt I was I'm like, okay, are you sure I'm not going to turn into a business? Because already I have the background and all. So that was how I started fashion. That was, I think, the 2016 from my number one room and all. Went back to Aba, I did one or two trainings. It was my mom had her own machine, and I had to come into Oka. Started off from my lodge. I was actually trading school with fashion business then. I think I should be around 200 level then and all. So from then till now, all I can say is thank God.
So you are the person that actually sew the dresses yourself.
Yeah, of course. But currently I have enough staff to I do more of my designing, then supervision and the likes of all.
Okay. So for you, what would you say is the most interesting or unique thing about being a fashion designer? Because every profession has, something that defines it or makes it super interesting for the persons in it. So for you, like, what's that very interesting or unique aspect of fashion designing that most persons are not even aware of?
I would say appreciation. A lot of people appreciate my craft. I like to be as original as possible. And when I started fashion, I didn't just want to do it the normal way.
Okay.
I had so much confidence in myself that it actually even scares me sometimes because I find it very difficult to duplicate what people do. So I try to make mine, and the crazy thing is when I make them, hoping to get one or two rejections. Whenever it comes on board, people appreciate it. So it's the process actually encourages me and it gives me, more reason why I should, keep pushing and all. And currently, I do what most people don't do. I make a lot of outfits on weekly basis and still put them out for sale. Aside, you getting your fabric or me getting my fabric to reproduce for you.
Okay.
So people now even prefer to come to my office, pick one or two outfits.
Like
and
ready to wear outfits.
Exactly.
Okay.
I know how difficult that would be to actually make something that would entice people. So people come to the office and rarely do they see the designs that they wouldn't like.
So what would you say are your tricks to this?
Well, well, I feel first of all passion.
Okay.
Yeah, it wasn't passion at first. I told you at first
Yeah,
it was hunger.
hunger.
Yeah, but on the long run, I realized that okay, this is actually my thing.
Okay.
You get because I do this with the confidence that I'm certainly going to sell out. And I always had this belief then when I was starting that if I should venture into ready and wear that and people don't buy, I will end up wearing this outfit comfortably. So I was not in any way you know after not selling.
Yeah.
So I was so determined with, the process, and I was so sure that if people don't wear, because almost all my outfits, I try to make them my size. There's a way you do ready wear as if you're a fashion designer and you have a store and all, it takes a whole lot of expertise.
Yeah.
You have to add so many allowances, in case, because you're not actually making this outfit for someone. So if in case someone comes and wants to fit it,
there is need for
there's need for
expansion.
adjustment and all. So I like to keep it my free so that if people don't buy, I'll wear my clothes. And so far, people don't even want me to wear my clothes.
Oh, so you wear a clothes because I know some fashion designers, they do experience this often. Maybe
Yes.
you wear this particular dress to church and someone walks up to you and tells you, see, as you are getting home, please pull this. I'm coming to pick it up.
I received. I think this statement was directed to me in particular. I can categorically tell you for free that from January to today, I've never repeated a cloth on a Sunday, and almost all those clothes are sold out.
Sold out.
People prefer.
So they don't even mind that
That's the
it's
crazy
on
thing.
your body.
I was having this conversation with a friend last week. I don't really understand what's happening. Like, because some of them who actually say this, they know they can actually wear what I wear. Most of my clothes are free size.
Okay.
So they will be like, okay, guy, as you're coming back, just the least you do for me is just dry clean it and then we'll be able to either Lagos, Abuja, or even Enugu here. So I see that often. The clothes I wore last Sunday is no longer with me. I think I weighed it on Tuesday to a client, and it keeps happening. Because I know they always presume that, okay, I pay more attention to the one I wear
now I see.
than the ones in
That's
the
the ones
store.
you would make
But
for
they
them.
don't really get that these things are just the same for me. So
Okay, I believe that this is happening because there is just something very special about your design and also your style of fashion. So let's talk about your style of fashion. Like, can you describe your design and also what inspires your collections? Because I've gone through some of the collections that you have, and there's always this touch of, should I say, Africanism in it, and sometimes you also try to bring in this IGBO culture or nature into it, or just, I don't know, you just do something different from what a regular person would do. So tell me about your design philosophy and what always inspires that.
the truth is, I grew up in Southeast. I've spent so much time in Southeast. And most times, we see things happening around us. So there's this particular outfit that we are known for in this part of the world. You get. So first of all, that was where I drew the first inspiration. But in the long run, I was just doing, what was regular in my own way.
Okay.
But on getting to some level, I had to start switching things. And like I said, people accepted it. I never knew people would accept me the way I'm right now. And with the acceptance I've gotten so far, the whole lot of things in stock that people are even yet to see. But so far, I've just been grateful to God. Trust me, all those all those normal processes like the likes of Isiago, if you see what we're doing with Isiago right now, like, we'll still get to. There's something like actually coming
Okay.
on October that we're still going to talk about.
Okay.
Only if the southeast as a whole, Nigeria as a whole would see what you can actually make out from Isiago, they would just stop doing the regular. You get, so I get inspired by roughly everything. Once I place my fabric on the table, I'm already seeing something different that I'm going to do on it.
Okay.
So, and just being me has been the best thing that's ever happened to me. I don't think I've ever gone wrong with designs.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's incredible. Okay, we still have lots more to catch up with, but before then, let's reconnect with our online guest. Hi, Mr. Jeremiah. Are you with us now? Hello, Jeremiah.
Hello.
Yes, we can hear you now, loud and clear. Good evening. How
Now we're
is Kenya
good.
today?
I know you guys in Nigeria, you have NEPA, never expects power again. But yeah, we've got Kenya KPLC, Kenya Paraffin Lamps and Candles.
Okay.
So yeah, we're having a national blackout right now, so excuse my lighting and the
Oh,
network.
all right, no problem. That's very much understandable. So aside from the blackouts that you people are having in Kenya, what else is happening in Kenya? How is Kenya today?
I mean, Kenya is all good. As you can see, there's the fight for people's rights, Gen Z fighting for their rights when it comes to political powers and all of that. We're in a very interesting space as a nation, I can say that for sure.
You know, Kenya is one of the countries that I hope to visit for the African countries. Yeah, so hopefully one of those days I'm going to be there because I've heard so much about Kenya and I can't wait to explore the country. So let's
Yeah,
talk about.
more than welcome.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let's talk about what you do. You are a filmmaker. And on very few occasions, you know, we here in Nigeria, like we just have this mindset or belief about the Kenya movie industry. Yeah, there's this kind
Yeah.
of movies that we usually do. So can you tell us, let's know whether it's a different thing, you know, what the movie industry is like over there in Kenya?
Well, I can definitely say that it's a budding industry. You know, we're slowly starting to consume our own content. I can tell you that more Kenyans have watched a lot of Nigerian movies all the way. I mean, we used to watch Osofia in London and
Okay.
all those different types of films, you know.
And who
So
are you
now,
to blame for that?
no, I mean we can't deny good content, you know. But
Okay. All right.
as a yeah, but as an industry and as just as a whole, I think we're coming into ourselves. We're starting to find our own voices and starting to have the courage to tell our own stories in a unique way, you know, instead of trying to meet Western standards or trying to fit into the box that has been created, so to speak.
Okay.
You know.
Okay. All right. So, for you, what drives your passion for filmmaking, and how long have you been on it?
Well, I mean, I started filmmaking when I was young. I mean, I used to work at an advertising agency for a bit, and then there's a very good friend of mine. He's actually the one who helped with producing the film, which will be screened. And he took me for one of his shoots, and I guess the way they say, the rest is history. And I was around like 20, 19 going on 20 when I started, and we did a few short films. And yeah, moved on to
from the age of 20.
Yeah, I mean, started working in film,
Okay,
and then
working.
around 21, 22, I had my first short film,
Okay.
which is called The Sane. And then from there moved on into music videos and different work here and there, doing short films for different artists and stuff concerning their albums. And then now here we are with Train Tracks, where we have have the opportunity to actually screen it in various countries, which I'm thankful to. Thankful to also Afia TV, and the journey continues, as they say.
Okay. You know, when it comes to filmmaking, every producer or filmmaker, they just have this particular theme that they relate with more. So for you, like, which theme do you usually explore when it comes to filmmaking?
I mean, again, like we say, we're always trying to find our voice, and filmmaking is a lifelong lesson, so you're always kind of exploring. But personally, I'm drawn to social dramas, as you can tell with train tracks. So real life situations, social dramas, and as well as just now the unseen world, going behind the curtain of the places that have not been seen before, and trying to understand characters who've never been explored before, because the world is massive and there's so much to learn. And with the way that globalization is working, I guess it also helps us understand each other, our differences and our similarities at the same time. So I like real life social dramas and psychological dramas as well, matters of the mind and matters of the heart,
So over here in Nigeria, the rise of digital platforms and streaming services, they've played a huge role in the film industry here evolving. So how is it at your end? Are you people actually leveraging on this, digital platforms to also expand your horizon and get better at what you do?
I can say that it's definitely opening up. We've got different big streaming sites now looking towards, because Africa is the final, well, I wouldn't say the final frontier, but it's the next frontier on that the global scale, to now get the content from here seen on a global market. And when it comes to the Kenyan market, they're now starting to appreciate and look more towards our stories. I have seen a lot of people now get their stuff on Netflix and different streaming platforms. We've got Showmax, which has Showmax originals and stuff like that. So they're kind of testing the waters and just getting into it. But I mean, everyone is ready. There's so many countless creatives from all departments who are ready to just put their best foot forward. They just need that opportunity.
So, recounting your first film that you ever produced at, you said 21 or 22?
Yeah.
Okay, so the first film you produced, can you remember what it was all about? And, the latest project that you've worked on, are you proud, like, to go back and look at that film again?
I mean, there's always a cringe moment in every single film of yours,
Okay.
All my days. But yeah, the first film I made was called The Sane, and it was about a journalist who's investigating a corrupt government institution, and then he gets framed for the murder of his girlfriend and best friend while he's getting closer to it. And so they lock him up in a madhouse, basically trying to break his brain and make him believe that he's been wrong and on a wild goose chase. But he does break his brain and lose his mind, but not in the way that they expected.
Oh, wow. So for the remaining days of 2024, like, okay, you said you are 2 hours ahead of us. Yeah. August is going to be ending in few hours time. So what other plans do you have for the year 2024? What are you up to? Do you have an ongoing project or something you are going to, start working on before the year runs out?
Yeah, right now I'm in the writing room. I've got a few series which are
room in your house.
Oh no, like as in the writing room is all in the mind. But yeah,
Okay.
I mean I'm at my writing spot right now.
Pardon me, I'm not a filmmaker. I'm not even a writer, so I wouldn't understand what that means. All right, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm in the development stage of a few projects. So I've got 2 series and 1 feature film which I'm currently developing. I'm on like the second draft of the feature film, which is about cattle rustling, which is a big issue going on right now in northern Kenya. There've been a lot of this banditry and cattle rustling and a whole agenda going on that side. So I'm working on that. And then I've also been trying to test my waters with science fiction. So I have one called Rangi, which is based in Nairobi in the year 2037, after a massive flood takes out the power grid. No pun intended, but yeah.
So what do you tend, to achieve with writing on the ills that are going on in Kenya?
I guess it's more to just give perspective, because most of the time we don't understand that when you live in your little bubble, it's hard to like imagine that there's so much wild stuff going on out there, and there's different personalities and people whose stories need to be heard in a weird way, and not to be misunderstood, but more humanized. And there's always two sides of a story.
Yeah.
So it's kind of to just shine light on that, just to pose a what if and just kind of shine a light there and have people beg the question and then think about it and think about possible solutions, or just to open their eyes and cause a little bit of empathy, towards these certain situations.
All right. So thank you very much, Jeremiah Mbani. I don't know if I pronounced that correctly. The Mbani.
Yeah, I'm done.
I did, right?
I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. Here we say I'm done.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'm going to get that next time that I am pronouncing it. It's been great, talking with you. We still have lots more to come here on Inca, but let me get back to my physical guest. I've got someone with me here in the studio. When next I am going to be reconnecting with you, we are going to be doing something else. So please do hang in.
No problem. And before I go, obviously, I'd love to send my kind remarks to Mr. Emeka Mba, an amazing creative, an amazing CEO, an amazing inspiring person who always stands for creatives, pushing an amazing narrative across Africa. And we have to give thanks to people who believe and push forward with different agendas. We wouldn't be anywhere without that,
I hope you also know today is his birthday.
Yeah, I did not know that. I will definitely be sending him a message.
Okay. All right.
Well, happy birthday from here, Uncle Emeka, as we shall say.
Is it possible for you to say it in your language?
In my language?
Yes. I want
How
to
do you
hear
say
it.
happy birthday in Swahili? How do you say happy birthday in Swahili? I actually don't know.
Okay, it's all good. No problem.
I'd say it in Kalenjin.
All right,
Kalenjin,
okay,
I'd probably
you can.
say pongezi, Emeka, pongezi.
Pongezi. Oh, I've
Yeah.
learned something on the show today. Okay, thank you very much, Jeremiah. We are going to
Thank
reconnect
you.
with you again. Yes. All right.
No problem.
Welcome.
You're gonna reconnect. All right.
Yeah. So back to my studio. Back to my guest here in the studio. What am I saying? Back to my guest here in the studio. I still have Bosco Clothing with me, and he has spoken so much about his journey and his brand. We are about to enter the ember season, and I know that for people in your field, some of you sit down and pray for seasons like this because this is a period to cash out. So the ember season is upon us. Like, it's just in 24 plus some hours. We are going to be in the ember season. So what plans have you got for this season?
Well, the thing there is that I don't actually work differently for ember season, just like you
But
pointed
for
out.
some persons, it's a period they cash out more.
Yeah,
Not that they've not been
exactly.
cashing out, but there's this rush that comes
I
in,
understand
during the
what you're
ember
trying
season.
to say.
Yeah.
But all I'm just trying to say is from the first day of January to the end of the year, we always working. You get, in as much as there are more of traffic towards the ember season.
Mm-hmm.
We've been there several years, several times, and all, and we're capable of having more than enough outfit delivered. You get, so I don't actually feel there is actually a bigger deal or a bigger preparation for it, because it's something we're already used to doing. You get, we work from the first of the ember season to the end. I don't think most of my staff, they work on sections. Some travel before the Xmas period, while some stay till January to fill up the space for those that will be celebrating one or two things in February and all. So it's just a normal thing for us. Yeah.
Okay. So do you have anything coming up this period? Yeah, you earlier gave me a hint. I don't know. You said something. I don't know what you said. So
Yeah, there's something coming up, something very, very massive
from your brand.
from Bosco Clothing. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, we have a fashion show coming up on the 5th of October
In
in
Oka
Oka
or
City, yeah, the
okay,
capital of
Oka City.
Anambra
Okay.
State. Yeah.
Okay.
It's a fashion show titled Fashion Fellowship.
Fashion fellowship.
Yeah.
Okay.
I love that
So
smile.
you could come and pray or
Yeah,
what?
exactly. I know that was I know that was going to be what I was
Yes,
going to say.
like the fellowship attached to it.
But that's not the thing. Fashion fellowship is just like a gathering of the like minds of mine, which I believe everybody should, be like minds of mine, because we all, in one way or the other, would want to check ourselves in the mirror while we put up one or two outfits. So that makes you fashionable. When you wear your wig, in as much as probably you don't have enough money to buy the likes of the clothes you would want, but you would want to check the one you have whether it's matched. That means you're into fashion. So it's an open shop for every individual you get. And now there's so many narratives that I want to, redirect with that particular show, and that is why we're actually preparing it in a very, very, very big way. Currently, we've done almost 70% of the preparation. We're just waiting for October to just come so that we just blow out and show the world what we have to offer as a brand and all. Most of the fashion shows I've been seeing for decades now, especially in the southeast and Nigeria at large, normally presents some outfits that on a regular basis you cannot even wear them. People end up copying, the likes of Louis Vuittons, the Gucci's, and the likes of. But we have our thing. I find it very difficult to understand why they don't just do our thing and do it proper. And that is one of the things that this show is all about. So, like I mentioned about the Isiago aspect.
Yeah.
We don't just come and display one or two Isiago. We just display a series over 10 to 20 Isiago and show you what you can actually make out from this particular outfit. Back in Anambra State, our Governor Charles Soludo, is a very big pioneer of African fashion. He talks more of Akwete material, which is the hammer material that is actually produced in our area, southeast, to be precise. So now, these things, people don't know about them. So we're bringing this thing into the picture, the likes of Abada, the likes of suit. An outfit that you can actually sit from your position, admiring and want to wear even after the show. Unlike the likes of the gowns, the crazy stuff. I know that's what fashion is all about still, but we have our own. So now I want to present something that almost everybody would connect to, you get. So by that, we all gather together in our different likes mind, and then, fellowship together too.
Mentioning gown, why do you not make clothing for females?
Don't go there. Well, I have something very, very serious.
Okay.
That actually, it's not as if I don't make clothes for female. I'm actually working on it.
Okay.
I used to, but trust me, you see your gender.
Was it?
They are
don't
very
even. No. I'm not going to. Don't
Trust
end that
me,
speech.
They're actually very, very, very difficult. But currently, we're actually working. That should be from next year.
Okay, so from next
From
year.
next year, because we're planning on our expansion levels. Yeah, we're working on getting a branch in Asaba by next year, and then one of the locations we're checking in between Abuja and Lagos too. So now, and about the female aspect, we're gradually doing more of two-piece right now.
Okay.
Yeah, but there's still a whole lot. I think our male fashion sense has really been ignored for a very long time. So that's the reason why I really want to give them all the need.
Give it to them.
Yes, I want to give them all the confidence. You can't just be asking Wunyodo while your husband is just there. Let's give them.
But it's not our fault.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, but I'm here for everyone. I think that's why I'm
okay. All right, Omen. I hope you all are hearing. Yeah, Bosco Clothing is here for you to help you regain your confidence back. And
Exactly.
you're actually right with that statement, because all the time men go out just to make sure that their wife look beautiful, neglecting themselves. So please, if you are a man and you belong to this category, this is a wake-up call. Go do something to your wardrobe. It's very important. We are going to go on a short break. When we come back, it's going to be games time right here on Nka. Stay tuned. You're still watching Inka, the last edition for the month of August, right here on Afia TV, broadcasting live on DSTV channel 254 and GoTV channel 17. Yes, of course, the CEO of Bosco Clothing is right here with me in the studio, Mr. Ifeka John Bosco. But I choose to be calling him Bosco because I love how that sounds. Yeah. So Bosco is carved out of John Bosco. I just like the sound of it. So it's time for us to, show him our not so little and not so big surprise. Hopefully he likes it. I hope he loves surprises.
I don't.
You don't? Okay. Now that makes it super interesting. So let's see whether he's going to like a surprise or, he might just brush it off his shoulder. Let's see.
Oh my God.
This is an emotional damage.
Where did you get this? No. Please, I'm posting it. I don't want to see this picture. Oh.
So you're begging for mercy now.
Oh my God. Please, who is this?
It's you? You don't know this person? Okay.
Fair enough.
Yeah, Obi has said becoming a man here.
So it's okay.
It's not getting better anyways.
What's happening? Oh my God. But the fashion thing is still there anyway.
No, it's still there. Yeah.
Just forget the face. Just look at the body. Still intact.
Why should we remove the face?
Oh my God. Okay, now you did your research well. But I can't find these pictures.
Oh, are you serious?
Yeah,
you don't have them?
I don't have them anymore.
So you are going to pay us dollars, pounds, and euros if you want to get it.
It's fine. It's fine.
Okay, so are you surprised or not?
I was really surprised. I didn't see this coming, frankly. I didn't.
Okay. I love the fact that you were super surprised on the show today. Okay, so let's move on to the next thing. It's time for us to play games. Yeah, we've done so much of talking, and the surprise we just had right now. So it's time for us to play game. Now, we're just going to be playing one game because of time, and it's the impression game.
The impression game.
Yes. I know aside, thinking of designs, what to make, you have time to unwind and have fun. Okay, so I want to know, who's your favorite performer? It could be a musician, an actor, or a comedian.
My favorite performer.
Who is that?
He's an artist, actually.
Okay.
Wizard Chan.
Oh, wow. I love him. Okay, Wizard Chan. Now, do you know what you're going to be doing for us? You know, right?
I don't.
Okay. You're going to be mimicking Wizard Chan for at least 30 seconds. Yeah.
Oh my God.
He has so many songs out there. So you're going to sing something for us.
I'm sorry. This is that time that I'm going to disappoint you.
Okay, let's have it.
Wizard Chan is not actually an actor. He's a singer.
Yeah, he's a singer. So sing now. Okay, with that stellar performance from Bosco Clothing, we've come to the end of the show tonight. Thank you very much for rocking with us in a very special way in the month of August, for the love, the support, always joining us here on Inka. September is going to be kicking off on Sunday, and please, we would love to have the support and the love in the month of September. Thank you very much, John Bosco, Ifeka, for coming to the show tonight.
The pleasure is all mine, and I just want to say in a short notice, please, for the viewers watching right here, try as much as you can to be available in Oka, Stanel Doom, to be precise, on the 5th of October 2020. That should be the first Saturday of October. Come, let's fashion and fellowship together. Trust me, you're not going to regret it.
Okay, it's still celebration time here for us here in Afia TV. We are still celebrating our one and only boss, Mr. Meka Mba Omifuku. Afia TV and radio staff, they've got something, a little package, surprise as well for him. So check it out and make sure you do not stop watching Afia TV. For now, good night.
I say thank you for taking this bold step, this courageous bold step to set up Afia TV. Because if you didn't set it up, I don't know what would have happened. So today is your birthday, and we say a very hearty, happy birthday. May you live healthy and flourish. May God continue to order your steps in good health and prosperity. Happy birthday.
Mr. Emeka, it is such a privilege to share the same birthday with you. I remember when I first met you in 2022, I remember all of the good things you've ever said to me, the way that you believe in me, the way that you constantly root for me, courses you bought for me. I'm so grateful. It's such a privilege to be under your leadership, to work under you here at Afia TV, and of course to share the same birthday with you.
Happy birthday to Emeka Mba. Wishing you a prosperous and an amazing year ahead.
Happy birthday, Chief Omefu, coming from a fellow chief. I wish you the very best in life. I know you led a very good life. I pray and wish that the years ahead are better than that. You let whatever decisions to push you longer in health, prosperity, fulfillment, and better days ahead.
Happy birthday, Mr. Emeka, our leader, our pilot, and every other thing good. So I wish you long life, prosperity, and strong health.
Who they check them, eh? Who they a very happy birthday to you, boss. Thank you so much. Only you want. Your simplicity. Nobody feels so shame. Say you take all of us as your children. That's not what you will go for with your fatherly love. Nobody feel me. Toilet for you, brother. Happy birthday to you. Many happy returns. Good health. More money in dollars now they wish you because now they go now. Happy birthday.
On this day, Mr. Emeka, I want to wish you a happy birthday. Long life and prosperity. More money, more money to your account. And I want to say thank you so much for the opportunity to learn from you, work with you. Very simple. I want to wish you more life, more money, success in all you do, and I hope everything happens.
Happy birthday, Mr. Emeka. Wishing you long life and prosperity. Celebrate your new age.
Happy birthday, Mr. Emeka. God bless you today and forever. Wish you many more years.
Happy birthday to you, Mr. Emeka.
Yes, sir. I wish you many more beautiful years ahead.